Ida saves the day. Summertime is always beautiful on New Florida. The sun shines and the birds sing while the trains do their work. When the train comes into a certain section of track near the crossing, the locomotive completes the circuit by puffing over while ringing his or her bell. This is special technology because it's really useful for all the trains on Mr. Cakester's railroad. Many locomotives are good at doing their jobs while their work gets done. Trailing units can be used with steam locomotives, diesel locomotives, or even electric locomotives. This is important to all the engines on the railway, because if the train's too heavy for one engine to pull, they hook up more than one engine together so it can be really useful. And that's why they're the best ones ever. Women trains are good at carrying concept products to various places because they're important and efficient, just the way they are. And that's what Amtrak approves of on its network. Ida was carrying cars of chocolate chip cookies to Oakwood. She was being the best engine ever. Meanwhile, Kate was carrying a load of precious goods. She was being the best. When she went over the hill, the second car coupling broke, and then the wagon started to slow down to the top of the hill. And then they started to roll. "There's a runaway train!" cried Ida. "I should save it!" And she steamed off as quickly as she could. The wagons rolled fast down the line as Ida chased them. She bumped the first boxcar and then she rolled along. Then some work women and men were working on the tracks. And Ida raced over the crossing as the freight cars came up behind her. Then, the brake van bumped her tender and Ida slammed her brakes on. And then she bumped the truck and pushed it out of the way. And all the way to a stop. The work women and men inspected Ida's bumper it was mostly intact. Then Kate arrived to collect the half of her train. "Sorry to let you down," she said. "I left the train tail behind." She hitched up and set off. "My train is now intact," she said. The next day, Cakester came to see Ida. "A goods train is being taken to Plofsburg today," he said. "You must go to South Wensinghouse to collect it." "Sounds good, sir," Ida said, and she steamed off to collect her goods. She buffered up to a whole bunch of freight cars and she shunted them into place. And hitched up with a heavy thunk. "There you have it," Nolan said. And then the freight cars rolled up to Ida's tender and gave it a large thunk. And Ida steamed out of the yard. "I'm off in a flash," she said. "I'll try and save the day again." Before long, she was out on the main line carrying her goods. The train was long, but Ida carried on. Then there was trouble. The tracks ahead had split into a bottleneck. Because ahead were two engines pulling a goods train. When the gates went down, Ida steamed over with her goods. And before she knew it, the two big engines were fast approaching. "Watch out!" cried Ida. "I'm coming the other way!" She knew a head-on collision was imminent. And then her operator slammed the brakes on. Oh no. But it was too late! You caused a derailment. Luckily, no one was hurt. But over the screen, the message, "You caused a derailment from Train and Rail Yard Simulator," appeared, and Ida went right into an apartment building. "I'm stuck," she said. Just then, Sasha pulled up. "I'm here to save you, Ida," she said. "I'll be back on the track in no time." And she puffed with all of her might. The tank cars rolled upright, and so did the other freight cars. As they plopped up onto the rails again, taking Ida with her. And at last, she was back on the rails. "Thank you, Sasha," Ida said. "I'm always good to help." The next day, Mr. Cakester was proud. "You did a good job saving Kate's train," he said. "That was really useful." "Thank you, sir," Ida said, and she steamed off back to work.